Hi everyone, this is a video tutorial for lab number 6. The main task is to recreate this electrical drawing composed of a power and control circuits plus bill of materials. The specifications are given in details in the instructions. So I've just started AutoCAD Electrical. I need to start a new project and give it a name. Let's call it Lab 6 Video Tutorial. Make sure the location is in your Z drive, in some folder that you recognize directly. In my case, I have a folder for Lab 6, so I'm going to put it there. And this is okay. Lab 6, say okay. We'll say okay properties. Let's make a drawing format, width of 15, spacing of 1.5. We don't really need this, but you can also set it at 1.5. I will say okay. Now we'll say right click, new drawing. And this first drawing we're going to call AC motor. Make sure you set the template to AutoCAD Electrical or ACAD Electrical. And we'll put some descriptions here. First description, or description number 1, says 3-phase motor. And the second one, it will say power and control circuits. And that's good enough. There is the drawing. Now you can see that the project I have created is in bold letters, and the other projects in the list are not in bold, meaning these are not active. These are inactive, and this is the active one. If I go to the location where I have created the project, I will find that I have a folder containing the drawing I've just added, as well as another file which contains the project settings. So now if I double click on this project, I can see the drawing that has been added. So let's add another drawing, new drawing. And we're going to call this BOM. In the description, we're going to say bill of materials. My caps lock is engaged, so let's try again. Bill of materials. And okay. Okay, I have 2 drawings now. I will probably add at this time the cover sheet that I have sent you, which I have it in another folder. So I'm just going to copy it, then place it in the folder of the current project, and then go to the project, right click and go add drawing, and click on cover sheet. Yes, I want to use the default project settings. Now you can see it came down to the bottom. You can click it and then left click and hold, take it up so that it appears on top of the list. Your cover sheet should be your first drawing. Okay, now let's do some cleaning up. Let's go to the AC motor drawing and go nav cube off, and then delete the extra layout tab. The other tab we're going to call AC motor, enter, right click, page setup manager, modify, choose Adobe. There's no need to print on paper. We'll print directly to PDF and obtain an electronic sign off when you're done. Just say okay, close, and adjust your viewport. We don't want the viewport rectangle or frame to print, so we can put it right on top of the printer print limits, or just a little bit outside. Now let's create a layer, call it my view or viewport, and go back again to the viewport. Make sure it is placed in my view, escape, and turn off my view so that the frame will not print. Escape. Now we can go to model space and turn off the grid, double click the wheel, turn off navigation cube, and this is now set. So it's a good idea to save every so often to make sure that in case something goes wrong in AutoCAD that your work is not lost. Okay, let's go to BOM drawing, say nav cube, again off from the model tab, delete the extra layout tab. Let's call this BOM, enter, right click, page setup manager, modify, again PDF, Adobe PDF, A4 letter size, in landscape, and OK, close. We'll do the same thing with the viewport. On the other side as well. Okay, again we need to create another layer, my view. Go to the viewport, make sure it resides on my view layer, escape, turn off that layer so that the frame of the viewport does not print. Okay, let's go to model space, turn off the grid, double click the wheel, zoom extent, and let's turn off nav cube. Okay, and then again save. Let's check the cover sheet. I think it's good, nothing to change. So we're ready to start drawing. So go to model space, and again you can turn off grid or leave it, it's up to you. Let's now go to schematic, multiple bus. I need to start from empty, go horizontal, 3 wires. Click anywhere and go to the right. And of course it's not red as it's supposed to be, or as shown on the lab instructions. That's because we have not set the wire types as instructed here. We need power wires and control wires, red and blue. So we need to go to the edit wires panel and click on create, click on layer name, call this power, enter. Color is red, line weight is 0.5, and I could also add a label here saying red. This doesn't have anything to do with the actual color, this is just a label. In fact, you can also put the cable size if you know what it is. And then now control, enter or tab, color is blue. We'll leave the line weight as default, and we'll say this blue, and OK. Now I need to change these from default to power. So change wires, click on power, OK, and choose all of them, enter, and now it's red as it should be. OK, let's go to icon menu, add the 3-phase motor, and make sure your object snap is on so that you can capture the middle wire. And now this is 3-phase motor, and notice it doesn't matter if you put your letters in capitals or small or mixed, because as soon as you press enter, everything goes to capital. Let's specify, of course, there's a tag number suggested by AutoCAD. We'll leave it as it is. It's available also if you want to change it to something else. We'll say lookup, and the specifications are right here. This is the motor, model number, manufacturer is AB. Okay, here we go. Actually, let's use the search pane, and there is the motor. I will say OK, and notice how it will automatically join. And of course, it has placed also these labels for us. Now let's do the motor starter coil, or contacts and overload. Again, we'll go to motor control and three-phase starter contacts. Okay, be careful with your object snaps. They may interfere. If you want to place it here while your object snap is showing, then as soon as you click, it will jump to that point. So let's turn off object snaps temporarily. Place this in here and fill down. And we'll leave this for now as it is. Or you can enter here the same label, motor starter coil. We'll leave it, and we'll do it as part of the parent-sibling relationships, because this is actually physically is part of a motor starter, including coil and overload protection. Okay, let's now add the fused disconnects. Let's go motor control, and then breaker disconnects. And there's the 3-pole fuse disconnects. Fill down. And now we'll call these fused disconnects. And then lookup. Again, specifications are here. These are the fused disconnects. This is the model number, assembly B1V1. So let's go here and use the search pane. Nothing is showing. That means you need to clear the filters. And then try again. And now we have a slew of them. There's a lot of the same catalog number, so I have to go to assembly and write B1V1, and there it is. Double click, and we'll go OK, and this is OK now. All right, let's now do the control circuit. We need 3 rungs, so we'll go to the insert wires, and we'll say 3 rungs. Enter, and then OK. Click in the available space. We need to change the wire to control. We'll say OK. Choose any one of the wires, press enter. Okay, let's add the coil. Okay, motor control, and we need a motor starter coil for 3-phase motor. And this is, we're going to say motor starter coil. Starter coil. And the specification or the model number is right here. Motor starter made by AB, which is Allen Bradley. Look up. Sometimes you have to be patient with the catalog. It may take some time. Okay, here we go. And the part number actually says AB. Right now it's defaulting to Siemens. So I need to drop down the manufacturer list and click AB and uncheck Siemens. And now I can paste the model number here, or a few letters or few numbers, and that's it. We'll just say OK. Again, it's a good idea to save every now and then, just in case something goes wrong. Now you can notice that the label, the motor starter coil label, is actually showing on the rung instead of underneath the coil. So that's easy to change. You can take this handle and move the label wherever you want it. And now, of course, it says normally open, normally closed contacts. We haven't told it which contacts are associated with this coil, so it doesn't know how many normally open contacts are associated with it, and how many normally closed contacts. And that is where we do the parent-sibling relationship. So if we go to these contacts and we say edit component, and then go parent-sibling, click on the motor coil and say OK, and say OK again, and there we go. Now we have 3 of them. Okay, let's put now the emergency stop, push button, and the momentary contact. So here's the normally closed mushroom type push button, and this is emergency stop. Right, now the model number is again in this table made by AB. Okay, look up. Again, you have to be patient sometimes until it comes through, and it's pasted, and there it is. And OK, let's do the normally open momentary contact push button, and we want to say with this one start push button, start push button, look up. Start push button is here. Again, you have to be patient with the catalog. Okay, here we go. And there it is. I will say OK. Let's do the pilot lights. One green right here, and this is motor running or is running. Look up, we need to go here, and this is the green light, and that's where it says motor running. Okay, let's search for it. It's not there. Clear the filter, try again. There it is. Okay, and then the next pilot light is red, and then motor stopped. Okay, and the model number same as before, except with R at the end instead of G. Okay, clear the filter again, and there it is. Okay, now let's put, of course you notice sometimes they're not properly aligned, so it's easy to do. Right click on any one of them and right click, then go align and choose all the items that you want to be aligned together. Press enter, and that's it. Okay, again, icon menu, and we need normally open contact or secondary contact. Okay, parent sibling, actually belonging to this one as well. We'll say OK. Now you can see also it says rank 2, there's another normally open contact, one more normally closed contact right here. Again, we'll go parent sibling with this to this coil, enter, and now you can see normally closed on the third rung. Okay, let's insert a wire from here to there, and then another wire from here to there, and trim this wire. Okay, and that pretty much finishes both circuits, the power and control circuits. Except one thing, we need to do the wire numbers. So we go here and escape, We'll go wire numbers, sequential they should be. You can say project wide or drawing wide. We have only one drawing, so we can do just drawing wide. And notice the wire numbers being inserted automatically by AutoCAD. And that basically just one thing we need to still do, and that is to scale the drawing to fit as much as possible of the available space within the template or the frame. And that's good. Of course, you also have to double click on the template and fill in these fields. Let's go and do the bill of materials. Okay, you can turn off the grid if you want or leave it. And we'll go to reports, then reports again, bill of materials, do all, okay, okay again, and give it some time to build the table for materials. Okay, and this is what we get. You can review the bill of materials before you place it, and then you say put on drawing. You get this, just say okay. Now you get the frame, place it within the border of the template or the title block, and that's it. Just say closed, and there's your bill of materials. Save it, and of course for the cover sheet, make sure you go to the cover sheet layout tab, and then click on these fields and fill in your name and ID and the submission date and so forth. Once we're done, we're ready to obviously save, submit to D2L, and now we also need to print to PDF. So you need to produce a single PDF file containing all 3 pages, 1 cover sheet and 2 drawings. Okay, we'll go pub print, batch plot, make sure this says PDF, make sure this one is unchecked, published in background. We don't want to publish in background. We don't want to print the model tabs, so these ones just take them out. Make sure the cover sheet is on top, click it and just drag it up, and now we're ready. We'll say publish. It says where do you want to put it. Put it in lab 6. You can put it inside the project file itself. I will say lab 6 PDF output. Oops, again, caps lock. Lab 6 PDF output. Okay, select. Yes. Close, and now it's producing the file. Okay, and you're done. If you go to your folder, project folder, you find that this is there, and there it is. You can close this window and make sure your information is correct. Okay, now it printed them. This is okay. It's not a big deal, but the reason for that was because the way they were lined up when we said print and batch plot. See, BOM was listed first, and again you can change this by click and drag. So cover sheet should be on top, BOM should be on bottom, and if you do it again, now we'll say publish and overwrite the one we have just created. Okay, we'll overwrite it. It's open, so I have to close it first. Cannot overwrite a file before closing it. Come on. Let's try one more time. It says still says currently open, so let's give it another name. Let's just say 2. Select, yes, close. Okay, let's go again. This is number 2. Open it, and you'll see that now they are properly sequenced. Okay, and that concludes Lab 6 tutorial.